concession stand this weekend, but they will be up and running next week. And as always, we'd like to thank Nicole for her support through Stanford for orthopedic and sports medicine at all of our Spud home athletic contests this spring season. At this time, let's meet the starting lineups for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. First starter, number 1, Zachary Engeldinger. Number 6, Duke Kellen. Number 12, Matthew Thiel. Number 13, Chris Hooper. Number 14, Ty Clancy. Number 15, Avery James Thompson. Number 28, Gavin Forrest. Number 31, Ryan Weimar. And finally, number 33, Parker Clapton. The head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, Mr. Zach Beyer, with the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks High School Boys Lacrosse team. Unfortunately, starting lineups were not provided by Moorhead, so we will all please rise and direct our attention toward the east end of Calmras Field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. All right, let's play high school boys lacrosse here live from Jim Goda Stadium at Calmras Field.
Welcome to Halmrast Field, Jim Goda Stadium on the campus of Moorhead Senior High School. This is the boys lacrosse. Welcome to Spuds TV and our first broadcast of the spring season here as the Moorhead boys lacrosse come into this contest with an 0-1 record, a loss to Shock outdoor activities. Thankful to get this one in not ideal conditions. There is rain, mainly in the form of mist, but there have been some drops at times. They are forecasting possible thunderstorms to come through the area. Let's hope that that stays out of our region and away from this contest so that we can get this match in between the Spuds and the Thunderhawks. Grand Rapids a co-op with Greenway in boys lacrosse. And so they'll put Matt Thiel in goal, the junior goalkeeper, and Moorhead will counter with Colin Baumgartner, junior goalkeeper as well, for Moorhead. So Spuds in the white uniforms, Grand Rapids, Greenway, of course, also their colors black and orange, just like the Spuds, and so they will be in the black uniforms, moving left to right, Spuds moving right to left. Oliver Judd will stand in the draw, somewhat of a face-off specialist for the Spuds. A lot of success in the circle for Moorhead. Ty Clancy will counter for the Thunderhawks as we're about ready to get set here in quarter number 1. noticing a loose lacrosse ball on the field. They get that cleared out. That delays the start momentarily. 12 minutes on the Ryan Frisch Legacy Remax scoreboard. And we're underway. Judd quickly into the attack zone. He's going to look. He's going to shoot. That one just wide. And we'll see what that's going to be Grand Rapids possession. Moorhead not. Judd right off the draw moved quickly right up the field and got ahead of his attackers. And so Grand Rapids able to get back and get that ball from out of bounds. Rapids with the long stick. Here is Hoover. He moves across the midfield stripe. Being guarded there by Hasbargen. Foul called on Grand Rapids and a quick restart here by Moorhead. Allness works down into the corner. Out of the alley is Storbakken. Kaysen Storbakken will play it behind the goal. Played off the chest of Andrew Searles. Searles coming around the corner. Back out on top for Judd. Works the alley. Connecting there with Alderson. Alderson's going to change places with Storbakken and take his post behind the net. Spuds looking to attack from behind the goal. Quick out to Judd. He shoots high and wide. And this time the Spuds are able to get back there. Searles was in good position, and he'll restart for the Spuds. Pass out. Now back to the inside. Good shot by Oliver Judd. He gets it past the keeper, Thiel, and the Spuds take a 1-0 lead. Nice pass from Cody Martinson on the far side. Andrew Searles had possession on the restart, found Martinson along the side, and Judd with a nice cut into the middle took that pass and turned and fired, beat Thiel on the right side. And so Judd opens the scoring here in the home opener for the Spuds on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, 1-0 Spuds. Caden Green now will stand in for Moorhead to take the draw against Ty Clancy. They battle for it. Green able to come away with it with possession, knocked away momentarily, scooped up by Bymark. Still a loose ball, and now it'll come out of play. Moorhead possession along the near side. Restarting into the middle, Caleb Alderson with possession now. Looking to gain the attack zone and does. Backs away, now hands it off along the far side. Martinson sets up shop, back out to Alderson. Near side now for Caleb Paquin. He finds Jace Blythe. He'll take his spot in the middle. Gets the return pass, backs away now. Spuds trying to set up, looking for some movement. Blythe to attack, gets by one defender, loses the ball, scoops it up, loses it again, and gets possession. Spuds having a hard time keeping possession on this loose ball, pushed forward there by Bymark. Bymark into the middle, nice spin move. Comes near side for Schropp. Cooper Schropp along the far side. He'll come back out on top. Avery Rorick. Just a little bit off target, and that'll run out of bounds. The Spuds will take possession on the near side. Starting quickly is Alderson. And the official wants him to restart again, and does. Alderson into the middle, moving quickly. Little scoop pass into the middle, trying to connect with Searles, who had come out from behind the goal. Ends up in the basket of Paquin. Far side now for Martinson. He's being guarded by Avery Thompson. Backs away. Martinson. Good battle on the far side. He'll dump it back out on top to Paquin. Paquin will come near side now for Alderson. Alderson hits Carter Midthune, who then goes into the alley for Storbakken. Return pass. There's a shot and a bounce shot and a goal. Caleb Alderson. Not a lot of room there on the near side, but is able to beat the goalkeeper Thiel. And the Spuds on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard take a 2-0 lead on that goal by Alderson. Again, good ball movement here by the Spuds. 8:24 left, first quarter. Spuds off to a quick start. They'll bring Judd back in for the draw. It's been Ty Clancy every time in the center for Grand Rapids Greenway. And the draw, loose ball, controlled by Judd. Good escape there by Oliver Judd. He'll come to the near side, gains the attack zone, and now will back away. He'll come off for a change, hands it off to Egerdahl. Egerdahl looking to attack, passes it down low, connects there with Storbakken. He'll go behind the net for Searles. Searles bumps into Storbakken. Egerdahl again with it for a moment. Now it's Searles. Out from behind the goal, looks to shoot. That shot off the shoulder of Thiel. It's loose in front. Thiel battling for it. He keeps it out of the goal. Able to scoop it up. Good stop there by Matt Thiel, junior goalkeeper for Grand Rapids. Far side. Dumps it out there for Hoover. Right through the middle. That one's off the foot of Clancy and collected there by Bymark. He dumps it down low. Good catch there by Cormier. Aiden Cormier hands it off to Engeldinger. Pops high into the air. And now we've got a foul. Looks like a 30-second infraction. Interference call on Cody Martinson. He'll sit for 30 seconds, so Grand Rapids will be a man up. Restarting along the far side, looks like Gavin Forrest. Brings it out on top. Connected there with Schropp, and now near side for Engeldinger. Down behind the goal, connecting there with Ty Clancy. Again, far side. Good escape move there by Forrest. Back into the basket of Schropp. Good hard shot. That one misses the mark, and possession Grand Rapids. Good hustle there by Baumgartner to get out of his goal to try to gain possession for the Spuds, but Grand Rapids was in position to get it. And the restart coming out on front. That's Schropp along the far side. Goes along the far side for Forrest. Back to Schropp. Schropp comes near side for Rourke. Rourke will come into the near alley for Engeldinger. Zach Engeldinger. Good pass out in front for Clancy. He comes back out in front, but good interception there by Egerdahl. Egerdahl has it pop out of the basket, gets it back, and looks to shoot. That one's wide. Looks like the Spuds are in good position to get possession, and they are. Cody Martinson along the far side will restart for the Spuds. Couple of changes being made. Both teams finds into the middle. Shot in the goal! Jeff Olness took that pass from Martinson, his second assist of the night. And Olness made no mistake. He went low on the goalkeeper, Thiel. And on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 3 and Grand Rapids nothing with 5:55 to go here first quarter. Spuds alternating face-off players. Caden Green back in there. Grand Rapids continues to go with Ty Clancy. And the draw. Green scoops it back, and he'll get possession. Good dodge there to get away from Clancy. Green along the far side now continues with possession. A little bump there by Larson. Green keeping possession. One hand on the stick now, two. Near side, Egerdahl from the backside. Little bit of contact. Flag comes down, so there will be a penalty called against Grand Rapids. Spuds with possession still. Into the middle. Good battle there. Nice defense by Grand Rapids, and as they touch up, we will get the penalty call. Case and Storbakken doing nice work there for the Spuds, keeping possession. "30-second infraction called on Ryan Bymark for Grand Rapids, so he'll sit for 30 seconds. The Spuds will have a man-up advantage. Case and Storbakken will start along the near alley line, passing it out on top for Alderson. He'll go to Judd, far side for Olness, and down low for Martinson. His shot goes just wide. The Spuds are there, keeping possession. Storbakken will restart for the Spuds. Back behind the goal, here's Andrew Searles. Looking to pass out in front. Connects there, and the shot right on goal. Good stop. Rebound right to Searles. He tries to stuff it in, and that one was off Thiel as well. Thiel making a couple of good stops point blank. First one on Storbakken, second one on Searles. Searles did a nice job coming out in front. Here's a loose ball picked up by the Spuds. Alderson, underhand shot. That one's high and wide. Possession, Grand Rapids. Spuds, a couple of great opportunities here on the man up. And Grand Rapids will restart with Avery Thompson. Along the end line, being guarded by Storbakken. Gets it over to the keeper, Thiel. Thiel will launch it up. Judd just out of his reach. Into the basket of Schrupp. Schrupp around the backside, connects there with Engeldinger. Zach Engeldinger trying to run away from Gavin Feil. Being guarded now by Colby Creer behind the goal. Creer knocks it loose. Grand Rapids battling for it. And now a foul called on Grand Rapids, and the Spuds will have possession. Feil plays it up. That is Alderson running away from pressure. He dumps it off near side for Olness. Olness far side. There's a shot. Bounce shot just wide. Cooper Sorby along the far side, or pardon me, that's Cody Martinson. Quick restart there. Storbakken tried to get it into the keeper circle, and it's scooped up there by Thiel. Thiel near side. Connects there with Larson. Bobbled a bit. Larson with the long stick. Good avoidance there. He'll change hands and send it all the way across the field. Avery Thompson moves it forward for the Thunderhawks. Cooper Schropp has it along the far side. He'll try to set things up as the Thunderhawks make a couple of changes. Down below the goal is Engeldinger. Now back out on top. Catching up to it is Forrest. Coming out of the alley, he'll play it up for Schropp. Thunderhawks try to work a pick out top to free up Schropp, but he's going to dump it off down low. Scooped up, and possession changed. Here's Moorhead. Gavin Feil brings it all the way upfield into the offensive zone. Loses possession. He's 1-on-3 there and knocked down. Foul called on Grand Rapids. No penalty, just a foul, so a restart here coming for the Spuds. Oliver Judd will bring it near side for the restart. And we're back underway. Hands it off to Storbakken, and a quick whistle here. A little equipment malfunction there for Storbakken, and the Spuds will restart again. Out on top for Alderson. Alderson near side, just off the mark, trying to connect there with Judd. And as that was not a shot, possession will go over to the Thunderhawks. Chris Hoover being guarded closely there by Storbakken. Hoover gets away, got the long stick, knocked down. He's on the turf, scooped up there by Zach Wilson, and he goes far side for Grand Rapids. Dumping it into the middle. Here's a turnover. Spuds able to gain possession there with Rylan Hasbargen. Pass in the middle was intercepted. Nice play there by Chris Hoover. And he'll try to break out now for the Thunderhawks. Thompson guarded and now is able to pass it away to Rorick. Rorick along the near side for Forrest. Gavin Forrest with possession in the near alley. He'll dump it out on top for Schropp. Cooper Schropp looking for something to set up here for Grand Rapids. Approaching a minute left here first quarter. Low pass, but fielded there by Gavin Forrest. Back out on top, Schropp. Schropp will go all the way into the corner for Zach Engeldinger. Trying to use speed to get around File. Engeldinger passes it out along the, gets it back. Here's a shot, bounce shot, just wide of the goal. And we've got an injury. Looks like Gavin File a little bit hobbled as he comes to the near side. It'll be Grand Rapids ball on the restart. 39.7 seconds remain here first quarter. Spuds holding a 3-0 advantage on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. Forrest on the restart. He'll go far side. Engeldinger being guarded closely there by Peters. Peters applying pressure. Engeldinger will dump it off. Tried to connect there with Forrest, but off the mark. The Spuds will have possession here with 25.4 to go. Here's Baumgartner, the goalkeeper. He'll come near side, connects there with Peters. He keeps it in play. Peterson trying to move the ball forward. Gets into the offensive zone. He's in a good scoring opportunity. Spin move and shot. Try to tuck it in far post and just missed. Just missed the mark. Spuds will restart along the far alley. Connect a quick shot. That one goes wide. And that'll be it for the first quarter. So the Spuds with goals from Judd, Alderson, and Ulness lead Grand Rapids 3-0 on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. And we'll take a quick break here in between quarters. We'll be back on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Welcome back to Jim Goda Stadium, Halmrast Field. Spuds holding a 3-0 advantage on Grand Rapids after the first quarter. Boys lacrosse tonight. First home game for the Spuds of the season. Spuds were section champs last year in just their second season as a program. Very impressive feat. As a 4 seed, they were able to go on and claim the championship, falling in the state quarterfinals to Benilde St. Margaret. Tough team that the Spuds got matched up against. But it's a new season here, and the Spuds are opening up the second quarter here. Caden Green will square off in the middle. Looks like Grand Rapids brought in a new player for the faceoff, Avery Rorick. Still loose, and Rorick had it for a moment. Pardon me, that was Ryan Bymark. And now the Spuds do finally get possession. Caleb Paquin into the attack zone. Gets a little bit of bump from behind. Able to maintain possession of the ball. He'll come near side for Martinson. Martinson will come out on top. Far side now for Blythe. Jace Blythe back to Cody Martinson. Back to Blythe. He'll come back out on top now for Storbakken. Storbakken with a shot, and that one's high and wide. Grand Rapids is going to get possession there. Quick movement from Matt Thiel, the keeper, come out of the circle to gain possession for the Thunderhawks. Now off the back line, Duke Kellen. Far side, now all the way across near side for Thompson, and that one's off the mark. So the Spuds will get the ball on the turnover. Martinson will pick up a loose ball, and he will restart. Back in play, Martinson finds the middle. Blythe just off his basket. He gives it back off the bounce. Now for Martinson. Martinson looking to the middle. Had a cutter. He'll take it out on top. Looking to attack the goal. Dumps it down low. That one goes through everybody, and this one not a shot, and it'll be Grand Rapids' ball. Kellen scoops it up along the end line, and he'll get things started for the Thunderhawks. Connecting there with Rorick. Being hassled, dumps it back out. Far side. Trying to come into the middle. Here is Zach Wilson. Runs up the alley on the near side. Dumps it down now for Engeldinger. He'll take it down into the corner, being guarded closely by Peters. Near side, here's Forrest. Forrest will come out on top. Clancy goes far side, connects there with Schropp. Schropp looks to attack one-on-one going against Schrader. Now down low and behind. Engeldinger trying to use his speed, comes out in front. Didn't have the angle. There's a pass and a shot. Good stop there by Baumgartner. Ty Clancy had the long-range shot. Baumgartner able to see it all the way and scooped it up. Hands it off now for Creer. Colby Creer being hassled. Will give it back to the keeper, Baumgartner. He's got to get out of trouble and finds Blythe near side. Avoiding pressure there from Schropp. Blythe into the midfield. And we've got an offside situation on the Spuds, so turnover. And here's Schropp to get things going for the Thunderhawks. Dumps it upfield. Connects there with Seeley. Joe Seeley hands it off for Cooper Schropp. Now down in the corner, connecting there with Cormier. Behind the goal and all the way near side for Forrest. Thunderhawks working the perimeter. Schropp has it bounce off his basket, gets it back. Guarded there by Sorby. Schropp looking to attack. Sorby keeping him to the outside. Good bump there. Nice spin move. Here's an underhand shot that goes wide. Grand Rapids will keep possession as Engeldinger was behind the goal. And he'll restart things along the end line. Comes near side for Forrest. Forrest guarded there by Peters. Peters keeps his stick on him. Forrest comes around on top. Gavin Forrest, sophomore midfielder for Grand Rapids with possession, working his way around the field. Peters staying with him. It forces a turnover. Nice play by Peters, but they're going to call a foul. So Grand Rapids will get possession back as the Spuds had forced the turnover, but after a foul was committed. And so the Thunderhawks will start up again. Here's Engeldinger behind the goal. All the way around the net. Good deflection there by Peters. And Peters with possession. He'll push things forward to Egerdahl. Egerdahl is 1-on-2. Bumped around. There's a loose ball. Coming over to help out is Sorby. Able to keep it in play. Good play by Sorby. And then he pops out of his basket and it's turned over. Thunderhawks get it back. And here is Engeldinger with possession. Holding it along the near alley. He plays it out on top. Clancy now will play it to the far side for Rorik. Near side for Clancy. Clancy will come into the near corner. And off the, looked at Cormier, off of his basket. And a turnover. Now the Spuds with possession. Hasbargen plays it from his own end all the way across for Creer. Colby Creer across the midfield stripe. Avoids pressure. Now comes into the middle. Storbakken. Here's an opportunity for Tweeten. Spin, shot. That was a good stop there by Thiel. And possession taken away here by Grand Rapids. They push it up quickly. Cormier with it now. Waiting for help. He'll dump it down low, looking to attack. Engeldinger with his shot deflected by Baumgartner. But Grand Rapids able to keep possession here as they'll work it out on top. Schropp comes near side. Cormier guarded by Hasbargen. Now Tweeten keeping an eye on Schropp. Passing along the far side, Joe Seeley. He'll pass it down to Forrest and work it all the way around. Zach Engeldinger. Engeldinger content to hold it behind the Moorhead goal. Cormier tries to attack out in front. He's bumped. Kept it in his basket. Now he'll pass it out. Clancy, his pass was off the basket and officials are conferring. I haven't seen a signal for a call yet. 5:10 to go here, second quarter. There's been no scoring here in the second quarter. Ryan Frisch, Remax Legacy scoreboard says it's 3-0 in favor of the Spuds. And there was a flag on the field away from the play. So 1 minute penalty on Caleb Paquin. And so Grand Rapids will be a man up here.
Number 24, Caleb Paquin, 1 minute penalty. Assessed to Moorhead.
Clancy down for Forrest, works it around for Engeldinger. Far side. Back out on top. Here's Schropp. Forrest with it. Changing position, good avoidance there, and a high shot. That was a really nice move there by Seeley to avoid a couple of Moorhead defenders. Able to force the shot high, and then Moorhead in good position now to get possession and try to work off this 1-minute penalty. Ground ball along the far side, scooped up there by the Spuds. Working his way in, that is Schrader along the far side. Thomas Schrader keeps possession, lost control for a minute, gets it back. Schrader, one of the long sticks for Moorhead. Loses control. Loose ball scooped up now by the Thunderhawks. Joe Seeley still with possession. And Schrader gets it back for Moorhead. He's got a little bit of space. He's got help. Tried to dump it off, but a good deflection in the middle there by Dagan Larson. Still a loose ball. Here's Searles down low. Here's a shot and a goal. What a nice play. Egerdahl. So Andrew Searles heads up play on the far side, found that loose ball, and then noticed Joel Egerdahl all alone near the goal. And Egerdahl really didn't have a lot of time as Thiel came out of his goal to pressure and was able to work it around the goalkeeper and in. So 3:41 remaining here, second quarter for the Spuds as they extend their lead on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. It's now 4-0 here on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. Caden Green back into the face-off for the Spuds. Ty Clancy returns for the Thunderhawks. Good draw battle there, won by the Spuds. Spuds have been very strong in the face-off dot. Green, good escape there. Gets it down into the alley for the Spuds. Egerdahl coming off his goal, dumps it off here to Ulness. Spuds bring in a change. Oliver Judd comes on the field. Kaysen Storbakken tries to play it to Judd, but it finds its way over to Ulness. Near side for Storbakken. He'll go back to Judd, far side, who works it down low, connecting there with Alderson. Caleb Alderson will play Andrew Searles. Searles with a quick move to the inside, now comes outside, back out in front. Shot just wide. Spuds are there to maintain possession, though. Caleb Alderson, junior midfielder for the Spuds. Out on top, connects there with Ulness. Ulness with Moorhead's third goal. Plays it to Alderson, who will bring it out on top. Looking for a screen. Now he'll play Judd. Back to Alderson. Down low. Here's Egerdahl. He'll go down low. Played there by Martinson. Pardon me, that is Andrew Searles. Searles moving to the inside. Ball pops loose, stays with it, goes in on goal, and Thiel is able to scoop it up. Matt Thiel will come near side now, connects there with Larson. Larson looking upfield. He'll play it back to Thiel. Now along the far side. Into the middle. Nice pass in stride for Bymark. Good spin move. Defended well there by Alderson. Back out on top. Plays it for Clancy. Here's Schropp. Cooper Schropp finding Ty Clancy. Now all the way near side. Here's Gavin Forrest. Slips a little bit, loses a shoe. And they'll blow it dead for the equipment adjustment. Slippery conditions as the precipitation has been falling all day here in Moorhead. A bit breezy as well. And the restart now for Grand Rapids. Zach Engeldinger plays it out on top. Clancy for a moment, and now Schropp. Junior midfielder Cooper Schropp being watched there by Thomas Schrader. Schrader with a good poke check, gets possession. Minute left here, second quarter. Schrader, underhand scoop pass off the stick of Storbakken. He's battling for it now. Loose ball. Storbakken's got eyes on it. Gets possession. Good defense there on the far side. That was Duke Kellen, the senior for Grand Rapids, but Moorhead with possession and the restart. Alderson far side. Storbakken tried to play it back to Alderson, but Kellen was there to break up that play. Scooped it up and out of play. This should be Moorhead ball, and it is. 28 seconds to go. Storbakken will get things restarted here for the Spuds along the end line. He'll play it up the alley. Spuds working it around. Here's Ferendorf. Finds Eggerdahl. Back to Ferendorf. 14 seconds to go. Spuds looking for an opening. They'll be content to get the last shot here. Caleb Alderson looks to attack one-on-one. Now he's one-on-two. Here's dump down low. Eggerdahl makes the move. The shot. Good stop. Thiel and whacked in. No goal. Waved off just after the time had run out. Andrew Searles in great position in front of the goal circle. He was able to whack one past Thiel, but just after the horn had sound, and so the Spuds will go into the locker room on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. It is Moorhead 4 and Grand Rapids nothing. We'll be back on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and back-dragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The M3 nonprofit is breaking the ice as they raise mental health awareness for our Moorhead community and our youth. Started by a group of parent volunteers, M3 will offer support and host events throughout the year that bring focus to mental health. Together, M3 will raise awareness, eliminate the stigma, and connect resources for mental health. Thank you, M3, for supporting our community's youth.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Welcome back for the second half. Spuds leading here in boys lacrosse 4-0. Goals by Judd, Alderson, Ulness, and Eggerdahl. Have the Spuds on top on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, 4-0. And Oliver Judd starts the second half as he did the first. This time he dumps it off in the middle, and a good defensive play there by the Thunderhawks, scooped forward there for Bymark. Bymark lost control. It's on the ground. Spuds and the Thunderhawks battling for it. Kind of lost track of it there. And I think a loose ball foul on the Spuds will give possession here to the Thunderhawks. Gavin Forrest will start things here for Grand Rapids Greenway. As the Thunderhawks make some changes, they bring Clancy on. Forrest maintains possession. He goes one-on-one against Paquin and now gains the offensive zone and backs off. On the near side, Cormier behind the goal for Engeldinger. Engeldinger has good speed from that back position. Nice defensive play there by Caleb Alderson that causes the turnover. Spuds get possession. Colby Creer will play it back now for Baumgartner. He's outside of his circle, so Forrest giving in some pressure. Coming near side now for Paquin. Paquin, good avoiding there. Hands it off. Peters, a little stop and start. Peters into the offensive zone. Gets a bump. Still maintaining possession. He passes it down low. I think Searles wasn't quite ready for that, and it got by him, and the pass goes out of bounds. So the Thunderhawks will take possession along the back line. Duke Kellen, senior defender, will take it for Grand Rapids Greenway. Now near side for Dagan Larson. Up the near side alley, Parker Clafton. Here's Cormier, just out of his reach. There to back him up is Zach Engeldinger. Holding it behind the goal, Matt Peters keeps an eye. Cormier has that one go over his stick and out of play. Spuds will take possession back on the turnover. Alderson will come near side, waits for the whistle to restart, and here he goes. Has it knocked away, stays with it. Back with possession now. Moves it quickly upfield, all the way across for Caleb Paquin. Moorhead senior gains the offensive zone, now backs away for Blythe. Jace Blythe, sophomore, back for Paquin. Paquin goes, finds Blythe. He looks to shoot. Good pass out in front, and there's Searles. Goes up over the top of Thiel and buries it. So Andrew Searles off a great feed from Jace Blythe. Makes it 5-0 now on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. 9:29 left here, third quarter. Spuds make it 5-0. Baumgartner's had a couple of saves to make for the Spuds, but by and large, the Spuds have defensively been able to keep the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks to the outside and limit their shooting chances. And so the Spuds maintaining that shutout. And they're going to call an infraction on Grand Rapids on that face-off. And so Caden Green wins possession for the Spuds. He hands it off to Blythe. Back for Green. Here's Blythe. Surveying. Comes near side. Now that's Carter Midthune. Back for Blythe. Finds Midthune in the middle. Looks to shoot, but he'll dump it off far side. That was Eggerdahl and plays it back for Blythe. Back to Eggerdahl. Blythe with it again. Plays it near side. Caden Green. He looks to attack. Picks up a screen. Avoids, he goes down, still has the ball in the basket, and there it pops loose. Battling for it, loose ball kicked forward. There's Storbakken. He'll get over to the near alley, plays it into the middle, looking to shoot. Here's Green, little ground ball. That went all the way past and out of bounds, but the Spuds are there. Here's possession for Moorhead on the restart, right out in front. Jace Blythe will knock it down and pick it up. Green dumps it down for Eggerdahl. Now behind the goal. Searles looks to attack. Good dodge, popped out of his stick. And Thiel is there to cover up and then scoop it up. Matt Thiel steps out, launches one forward. Good defensive play there by Blythe, stepping up and causing that turnover. He'll play it out of the alley, into the middle, looking to turn and shoot. Midthun hands it off. Green, now Eggerdahl gets it back to Green. Here's Midthun. Comes near side. Blythe has an opening, looking to attack. He'll shoot. Good stop there by Thiel. That one was labeled for the top corner. Thiel stuck the basket up there and made the stop. Matt Thiel with pressure. That one pops away near side, picked up now by Larson. Larson into the middle, connects there on a pass with Bymark. Bymark avoiding the pressure of Midthun. He'll play it off far side. Scooped up. Now into the middle. Good catch, release. Shot that one just wide. Good scoring opportunity. Cooper Schropp had it in a dangerous area. Turned, shot, and it was just wide. Baumgartner did have the near post covered. And so the Thunderhawks with possession coming out of the alley. Rorik plays it out on top. Joe Seeley, far side for Forrest. Back for Seeley. Plays it near side. Cormier plays it back. Schropp will survey the field. A little bit of movement down low here for the Thunderhawks. Tries to go down low into the corner. And behind the goal now for Ty Clancy. Clancy comes around the backside, up the alley, passes it over to Seeley. Joe Seeley with possession along the far side. Comes into the middle now for Schropp. Looks to attack one-on-one. Kept to the outside, Sorby. Into the middle, shot and a goal! Cooper Schropp was able to weave his way through the Moorhead defense and put one past Baumgartner, and Grand Rapids gets on the board here. The Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard is 5-1 now in favor of the Spuds. Oliver Judd back to the face-off dot for the Spuds. Grand Rapids will bring in Avery Rorik. Oliver Judd, the junior for Moorhead, wins another draw, straight up the middle, pass, and that one just popped out of the stick of Storbach and didn't get a lot on the shot, but here's a turnover, and it's going to be a foul on the Spuds called Storbakken. Otherwise, Searles was in a golden position to put the Spuds back on the board. So Grand Rapids will restart at midfield. The goal scorer, Cooper Schropp, will get things started. Being guarded there by Schrader. Schropp will gain the offensive zone just over the head of Cormier, and the Spuds will get possession. 5:46 to go here, third quarter. Spuds just allowed a goal, but still up 5-1. Peters hands it off to Martinson. Martinson along the far side. He's 1-on-2, trying to run away from pressure. Gives a shoulder. More contact. Spin move. Pops out. The ball is loose. Martinson comes back to help out and picks it up. Plays it near side. And the infraction called on the Spuds, so a restart here for Grand Rapids. They play it along the far side, cutting back to the middle of Chris Hoover. Hoover, oh, pardon me, that was 23. That's Joe Seeley. Here's a takeaway here by Schrader. Schrader with the long stick, coming right up the middle, looking for an opening. There's a shot, good stop by Thiel. Spuds pick it up along the far side, Joel Egerdahl. Kaysen Storbakken looking to attack the middle. Here's a pass out in front. Egerdahl, backhand shot goes wide, but it goes right to Storbakken. He comes out in front. That one looked to shoot, but it was deflected away. And now the loose ball picked up by Grand Rapids and coming through the middle, Dagan Larson. Good deflection there by, that was Alderson. And then picked up by Peters. He loses control. Matt Peters comes back to scoop it up. Plays it all the way down the middle. Here's Storbakken, and the shot. Good stop by Thiel. Standing right in the middle of the goal. Got the basket out, made the save. Playing it up, turned over. Still on the ground, scooped up. Colby Creer. He's got it along the far side, plays it up for Alderson. Caleb Alderson. Gains the offensive zone, and now he'll slow it down. Spuds will make a change here. Judd will come on. Alderson being pressured a little bit. Alderson going to the far side. Now we'll dump it back for Egerdahl. Here's Judd. To the near side, connecting there with Storbakken. Plays it off for Alderson. Good pass in the front. Shot that hit the net. That's in. Did not see there's the signal. So the turn and the shot in the middle. Believe that was Searles that got the pass in the middle and the quick shot down low. So Andrew Searles with the goal, his second of the quarter at 3:09. So that goal extends the Moorhead lead to 6-1 on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. And that'll bring Caden Green back into the face-off circle for the Spuds, and Avery Rorick again for the Thunderhawks. And the draw. Green comes away with it. Takes a shot, gains the offensive zone, still with possession. Good toughness there by Green. Plays it off for Jeff Olness. He'll go over to Martinson. Martinson will dump it down low. That's Searles behind the goal. Andrew Searles comes out in front. Good pass to Storbakken. He looks to pass out in front. Now he'll bring it out in front. Turn a shot and a goal! Kaysen Storbakken came all the way around and then went low into the feet of Thiel and tried to kick it away but was not able to. So Kaysen Storbakken notches his first goal of the night. And the Spuds are up 7-1. As the Spuds continue their face-off rotation, Oliver Judd back into the draw against Avery Rorick. And the draw. Judd thought he had it. Rorick, and then got knocked down. So foul on Judd, and that will give possession to Rorick and the Thunderhawks. Rorick guarded Now into the middle, has it pop out of the basket. It's free. Loose ball here. Oisted is in for the Spuds. Still battling for it. It's still on the ground. Nobody with possession yet. And now Judd had it for a moment, but he lost it. Then kicked around, and now the Spuds' career will pick it up. Away from pressure. Dumps it off far side for Ryland Hasbargen. He plays it up. Here's a quick move forward by the Spuds. And the shot, that one's stopped by Thiel. Martinson moving up the far alley. Took a shot down low, and Thiel was able to get the basket down. Offsides being called here on Grand Rapids, and so the Spuds will have possession in the offensive zone. Starting quickly. Here's a pass, a shot. Thiel with a stop. Thiel has made some big saves here. Good outlet pass connects with Bymark. Up the middle. Avoids pressure. Here's a good pass down low. Shot. That one's behind the goal, but a really nice play. Bymark was able to find Forrest with a good cut across the face of the goal, and he just got a little bit too deep. His turn and shot was behind the goal, and so here's Grand Rapids now with possession on the restart. Joe Seeley. Blythe keeping an eye. Go far side for Engeldinger. Now behind the goal is Forrest.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Engeldinger. Far side, here's Seeley. Seeley coming across. And an illegal pick there for Grand Rapids will give Moorhead the ball on the restart. Here's Jace Blythe. Across the midfield stripe. Gains the offensive zone. Actually, he hasn't, and now the Spuds will. Good play by Martinson to get into the attack zone. Foul on the Spuds, so it'll be restart and possession Grand Rapids. Duke Kellen along the far side with the long stick will play it up. Connects there with Clafton. Clafton plays it forward. Schropp had it. He was looking to pass, but a little bit of miscommunication there between the Thunderhawks, and that will turn over the ball to the Spuds. Starting quickly is Hasbargen along the far side. Now here's Paquin. Fighting off a check. Moving it forward. Here's Martinson. Good avoidance there. Good speed. The ball popped out. And now still loose. Paquin was hit without the ball, so a little bit of rough stuff here. Flags come out. Hats come out.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Scoreboard at 7.
And that runs out the time. We'll let the officials sort things out here in the break, but on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, it is Moorhead 1 and Grand Rapids 1. Moorhead 7, Grand Rapids 1. We'll be back on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. All right, welcome back to Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. Still sorting out the fracas from the end of the third quarter. It looks like there's going to be one penalty to each side. Kaysen Storbakken for Moorhead and Avery Thompson for Grand Rapids, and they're each going to be 2-minute unreleasable penalties. And so it looks like I said, it looks like that's going to be the all of the penalties assessed here.
2 minutes for each player, but we are set to begin the fourth and final quarter of play here at Jim Boda Stadium.
So Caden Green will square off against Avery Rorick here for the draw to start the fourth quarter. Spuds leading at 7-1. Goals from Judd, Alderson, Ulness, Egerdahl, Searles, then Searles again, and Storbakken got the 7th. The goal for Grand Rapids was Cooper Schrupp. And the draw. And a foul on the Spuds will give possession to the Thunderhawks. Avery Rorick will come near side for Schropp. Into the near alley. Here's Forrest, avoiding pressure there from Creer. Near side now for Engeldinger. Zach Engeldinger keeps to the outside, trying to use his speed to get back to the inside. Good bump there by Peters. Back out on top. Clancy holding possession. Near side for Schropp, and now down for Forrest. Looking to attack the middle. Push to the outside. Nice defensive play by Creer. Gavin Forrest finally hands it off. Here's a good cut and a bounce shot, but it'll go wide and comes all the way to Engeldinger behind the goal. Out in front, away from Forrest, just not able to handle that pass cleanly. Gavin Forrest looking for some help. He'll come near side for Schropp. Comes down, Engeldinger attacking the middle. Pops out of his basket and collected there by Baumgartner. Baumgartner avoiding Forrest. Forrest with a little bump. Baumgartner still with it. Hands it off. Near side now for Creer. Creer plays it into the middle off the stick of Peters. It goes to Schrader. And Schrader able to scoop it up finally after a couple of bounces. With the long stick into the middle. Underhand pass. Egerdahl has it go off his stick. Coming in quickly is Alderson. Good speed by the junior Caleb Alderson. Now with possession out of the alley. And around the backside of the goal. Coming out in front. Here's a turn and a shot just wide. Searles is there to in the right spot to get possession for the Spuds. Searles nearly getting back out in front, looking for his hat trick. He'll play it all the way back out on top here for Schrader. Schrader goes far side for Alderson. Caleb Alderson goes one-on-one. Working on Schropp. Spuds still down a player in their attack zone. Holding it behind the goal is Searles. And now back to full strength, both teams. Coming out from behind, here's a shot, and that one gets into the goal. From behind the net, that was Nick Ferendorf, who was able to get the bounce shot past Thiel. So Ferendorf gets the 8th goal for the Spuds here on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard.
Goal coming at 8:48 of the fourth quarter makes it 8-1 Moorhead.
8:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Here on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. Oliver Judd in for the draw against Avery Rorick. It's been Rorick as of late. As we said at the beginning of the broadcast, this is the first match here for Grand Rapids. Their first match on the schedule was canceled, and so they have worked in a couple, 3 different players in the draw. Spuds have been pretty consistent on their rotation between Judd and Green. Judd wins this one, quickly gains the attack zone. Now he'll back away. He'll go for a change and hands it off to Ulness. Ulness with a pass over to Alderson. Caleb Alderson sets up shop along the far side. Passes it down low and gets it back just off of his stick, but Ulness is there to maintain possession. Back out on top. Alderson surveys the field. Searles coming into the middle, drawing some attention. That opens things up. Alderson tries to dump it off, and the Spuds are going to turn it over near side. Dagan Larson will get things started now for the Thunderhawks up the alley. Good bump there by Egerdahl, and they're going to call a foul on that. Looked like the Spuds were going to have the turnover, but instead foul committed, and Larson will restart here for Grand Rapids. So 30-second penalty here for Egerdahl, and instead it's going to be Cooper Schropp restarting at midfield for the Thunderhawks as they'll go a man up here. Trying to draw closer here in this 8-1 contest. Spuds have led the whole way. Here's Forrest. Thought about a shot, but he dumps it off. Schrapp will go underhand and right into the basket of Baumgartner. He'll back away behind the goal and play it out far side now for Creer. Creer looking for an opening. He'll play it back for Baumgartner now. Good long pass here by Baumgartner over everyone, and that's going to get out of bounds. So restart coming here for Duke Kellen and the Thunderhawks. And he'll play his keeper in Matt Thiel. Back to Kellen. Stops short, now plays the middle. Good defense there by the Spuds. Schropp has to escape, and then he launches one forward. Tough pass and off the stick of Cormier. So the Spuds get the turnover. Back at full strength is Moorhead. And now they will restart into the middle, knocked down by Alderson. He gathers it up in the basket. Good stop and start. Runs away from Engeldinger. And Alderson down in the middle. Good spin move. He'll dump it off. He plays Sorby. Sorby will come out on top, and he'll change places there with Ulness. Sorby will come off for a change. There's a shot. Good stop by Thiel. Matt Thiel's made a handful of very important stops here for the Thunderhawks. There's a loose ball picked up along the far side. Grand Rapids with it across the midfield stripe. Up the alley far side, gains the attack zone. That pass is off target, and that'll be Moorhead possession along the end line. Coming in to play it is Matt Peters. He'll restart quickly. Good outlet pass here for Caleb Alderson. Cutting to the inside. Good possession here for the Spuds. Dumps it in the middle. Great catch and pass, but that shot was stopped by Thiel. Turned right back over to the Spuds. Here's Creer. Creer gets across the midfield line. Dumps it down low. Looking to play it out in front. Searles, patience behind the goal. Waiting for the Spuds to get personnel in the right position. Blythe comes on for Moorhead. He'll get the ball. Spuds setting up their offense. Picks up a screen. Blythe into the middle. Here's a turn, a shot. Loose ball, far side. There's a shot. Tucks it in, far side. Ferendorf with his second of the game off a partial block on a Searles shot. And Ferendorf just in the right position along the side of the goal, able to tuck it by Thiel. And the Spuds extend their lead here in the fourth quarter. So Nick Ferendorf, the sophomore, has scored the last two and putting the Spuds ahead on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard. 9-1 now in favor of the Spuds. Caden Green back in the faceoff dot for the Spuds. Ty Clancy now again for the Thunderhawks, coming in to help out, but Green comes away with it. That'll be an infraction on the faceoff, and Clancy will get possession here on the restart for Grand Rapids. Handing it off far side for Bymark. Now to the far side, Forrest. Forrest trying to escape. Good poke check there by Sorby. Pardon me, that was Creer. And picked up along the far side. Here come the Spuds. Into an attack area. Tried to dump it down low. The pass a little bit too high. Oysted coming down into the middle of the field. And here's Grand Rapids on the restart. Playing it into the middle. Picked up there by El Nashar. Turnover. Here's Searles looking to shoot. Shot and a goal! Andrew Searles with the turnover right in front of the goal, and he made no mistake beating Thiel. Searles with he completes the hat trick on the night. And with 4:17 left on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard, it's Moorhead 10 and Grand Rapids 1. Oliver Judd back to the faceoff circle. And Avery Rorick for Grand Rapids. And the draw. Ball is loose, picked up on the far side by Paquin. Plays it up the alley, bouncing ball. Still loose and turned over, Grand Rapids possession. Avery Thompson along the far side for Grand Rapids will play it into the middle, over the head, and Schrader is there for Moorhead with possession. Good shielding of the ball. Now he'll pass it along far side. Here's Ferendorf looking to attack. He'll bring it down behind the goal, guarded there by Larson. Now back out for Paquin. Paquin thought he saw an opening in the middle for a pass, but he held on. Now he'll connect near side with Judd as he comes on the field. In the middle, Egerdahl, good underhand shot, but another big save there by Thiel. Thiel will hand it off to Al Nashar. Across the face of the goal, still possessed there by Grand Rapids. Off the stick of Bymark, and here come the Spuds. Good move there by Peters. He loses control, still on the ground. El Nashar had it for a moment. Spuds trying to get possession. Ground ball, losing possession here, and possession Moorhead. Quickly back out in front was Martinson, but taken away and played up out of the reach of Cormier. So Spuds will have possession along the far side. Time winding down here, under 3 minutes to go. Spuds into the attack zone now. Back out for Judd. He'll back away, letting personnel changes happen, get the right players in position. Ferendorf along the far side. Here's Judd for Paquin. Paquin will back away. Tries to get a screen from Blythe. Paquin into the middle, still with possession, hands it off. Here's Egerdahl. Back out for Blythe. Blythe in the middle, fakes a shot. Goes down low. Here's a shot by Martinson, just wide. Looking for that far post, just missed. But the Spuds are there, and Judd will restart for Moorhead. Oliver Judd all the way up the alley. Here's Blythe. Chase Blythe for Egerdahl. Back for Blythe. Near side, here's Paquin. Now to Martinson. Good connection there. Martinson has had a couple of brilliant passes for assists, and Judd runs over the end line, and so that'll be a turnover. But Martinson tried to connect with Judd cutting through the middle and put it on the stick, but not able to maintain possession. And now almost a turnover as Martinson was pressuring that inbound pass. And here's a good steal by Egerdahl. He's tripped up, maintains possession. There it pops out. Flag comes out, and so Grand Rapids will touch up, and the foul will be called. So 30-second penalty on Grand Rapids for the push. Dagan Larson, with 1:02 left, will sit out half of that time, as the Spuds will go man up here. Already leading 10-1. Spuds look to attack with the player up. Here's Alderson. Back for Judd. Looking to attack, finds Alderson. Near side, Martinson. His shot just wide. Had a decent look at goal, but went low and wide. Spuds quickly restarting from the backside. Good stop by Thiel. Storbakken had a nice look at it. Thiel with the stop. Hands it off quickly. Spuds putting on pressure. Alderson was able to pop it out of the stick and get possession for the Spuds. Here's a bounce pass for Judd. Hands it off. A shot. Good stop, Thiel. Storbakken with possession for Moorhead. Passing it out. Here's a shot. That one hit traffic. Parker Clafton stung with that one. As time expires here in this one, the Spuds with a good, strong showing here on in their home opener. They get goals from Oliver Judd, Caleb Alderson, Jeff Ulness, Joel Egerdahl, Andrew Searles, and then Grand Rapids countered with Cooper Schrupp. Andrew Searles again for Moorhead. Kaysen Storbakken And then Nick Ferendorf scored back-to-back goals. And then Andrew Searles finished up the scoring. And so the final here from Moorhead High School on the Ryan Frisch Remax Legacy scoreboard is Moorhead 10 and Grand Rapids 1. We thank you for being with us here on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru.